Hello, it is Monday, July 20th, and thanks for joining me. We're back to the Tunisian Square crochet demonstration, tutorial, whatever you like to call it. I like to call it school because we'll be learning something, and we're not limited to learning this all in one event, we could say. I did not learn it all at once, and I can appreciate that once the concept is understood, it's so much easier to complete. Very simple, as it's called, crochet in simple stitch. So we'll be using this Tunisian crochet method with a size K crochet hook, and actually the yarn that I just happened to be using, I noticed it's a Line Brand Landscapes, and the recommended crochet hook size is a K. I had this extra skein, so I'm going to read what it actually contains is in yardage and so forth. Is a 3.5 ounce skein, 100 gram, 147 yards, 134 meters. And the color is Twilight 220, that's 220. And as I said, I'm using the size K crochet hook, which works out well for this yarn, as you'll see. But you can use anything you like. The idea is to just crochet loosely enough. This is the yarn. I had undone or frogged a previous sample, and I'm going to actually take this one out as well. And as I'm talking, I'm going to try to familiarize the viewers with the parts of the pattern that are going to be talked about. One would be, we're going to be doing a yarn over, a pull through, and we're going to chain. We're going to find a center stitch. You will need some, actually a marker, preferably one that you can unclip. And we'll be looking for horizontal bar and vertical bar in our work. And we will also be using a term that's called closing center stitches, which I had no idea what that was about, but now I do, and it's not hard at all. So I'm going to begin right now. Bear with me. This may actually end up being a longer video, but if you don't have the time, just pause it or come back to it later when you do. Okay, so I should actually do the whole. All right, so we're going to make a loop. And leave it a little loose. And the first thing we'll do is we will chain 15. All right, so keep them kind of loose. All right, so I'm going to count just to make sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's why it's good to count twice. So what we're going to do is, without any further ado, get into this. Take your middle finger and thumb and just sort of twist this so that you can see this part of the loop from the back. And I want you to put your hook through this part of the loop and yarn over and pull up a loop. Same thing here. Yarn over and pull up a loop all the way to the end of the chain, and you will have 15 loops. Okay, so we're going to keep going. I'm going to turn my arm around because it's a little bit awkward with this camera view. And we're going to do these 15 loop squares. But you could make a bigger square or a smaller square, but you would need an odd number of stitches, and you'll understand why in a few minutes. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and the last 15th loop. Okay? All right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So we got to find the center stitch. Easiest way to do that is just count them from each side back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the center. I'm going to take that center stitch and slip a marker. Through that bottom chain. Okay, so here we have found the center stitch, and we have 7 stitches on each side, which is 14, and this is the 15th. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. All right, starting back, we're not going to turn anything. We're going to yarn over and pull up the first loop, and we'll do this on every row. Excuse me. The next is